Good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Sudip Maiti, Career Acceleration Specialist. And this is the talk show Classroom to Boardroom. And here we have invited one of the industry leader, Mr. Sanjay Mane. So, with the thunders rounds of applause, I want to welcome Mr. Sanjay in this particular talk show. So, Mr. Sanjay, can you introduce yourself? Then we can move forward from there.
Sure. Sudip, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me for this show. It's really a good opportunity for me to kind of get in, interact with you and your audience. So thank you so much. Uh, I am a mechanical engineer by profession, and I have worked for more than 25 years in automotive and manufacturing industry. I'm a technical student since its standard, and my inclination since childhood has been towards technical and technology, and that made me to kind of choose the technical field. So, having graduated from a college here in Solapur in Maharashtra, it's a Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. I did a graduate from back in 1994, and then I did my MBA from Hirach and Nemchin College of Commerce at Solapur itself. And then I decided to pursue my career in automobile field because that was the area of my interest. So fortunately, I got opportunities to work for good companies in automobile sector. For example, I happened to be a part of General Motors, Tata Johnson, Bharat Forge, and currently I'm working for Cummins India Limited here at Pune, Maharashtra, for last more than 10 years. So I would say that 25 plus years of experience in automotive, automobile, and manufacturing industry. I am enjoying working for these companies in the field of manufacturing, sales and marketing, and more importantly, project management has been my area of choice. It's been my passion for last more than 10 years. So this is a brief about me and my journey so far, Sudeep.
Okay. Okay. So thank you, Sanjay. Yeah. So I'm just asking exactly why do you think that the you are passionate about the project management? Is there any specific reason or
Sure.
things or you
Uh,
overcome some of the hurdles to your journey and yeah.
I understand. Sudeep, as I said that having graduated back in 96, I wanted to, uh, you know, start interacting with the customers. Initially, I thought of exploring opportunities in a field where I'll be able to interact with, customers, market, and that is what made me understand what is market is all about. How does it evolve? How does it kind of brings you opportunity to innovate, to bring to the market innovative products, and that is what kind of made me to give a thought on product. And then when it comes to the product, it's all about knowing the trying to understand what is that your customer wants from you. And if you want to just produce the product or the service your customer is looking for, then there is no process better than project management. And this project management field not only gave me an opportunity to interact with the customer, but make sure that I engage different stakeholders inside and outside the organization as well. That gave me an opportunity to lead a team. That gave me opportunities to kind of explore my leadership skills, my management skills, and that kept me kind of motivated, inspired, and excited all the time when I kind of interact with or I kind of execute the project. So I would say that this is a field that really made me learn more about not only about the market but about the overall processes, the functions, operations in an organization.
Yes. Yes.
Sudeep, back to you.
So, uh, all the peoples, those who are listening to us, exactly. So, this is the topic exactly we thought of talking today. So, the how to choose the right career. So, Sanjay is the best industry leader I thought of, and I want to know exactly from the what would be the base of the light on that particular aspect that would be really helpful.
Sudeep, I'm sorry. I think I couldn't hear you.
There is a
Could you repeat? Could you repeat the
network
question?
page, I believe.
Yeah. Could you repeat the question,
What I'm asking,
Sudeep?
and intention. So I thought of asking you. So what kind of the knowledge is required to choose the right career for anyone else, or might be the what do you mean by the what is the right career and what is the wrong career? If you can give briefly about that, so that would be really helpful to us.
I understand. I understand. I got your question. So before I talk about a selection of a right career, let me quickly talk about what is career, right? And if someone think of his or her career, it's a journey. It's a professional journey, right? It's kind of exploring a field or area of your interest, trying to learn more things, trying to grow in a particular field, trying to add value wherever you're working for. And while doing that, you just try and grow professionally and at the same time at your personal life, at the front of your personal life as well. So the career, it's, as I said, it's kind of looking for more growth opportunities. And while you do that, look for some training, look for some skills, look for some competencies, and make sure that you are able to enjoy whatever you are doing. You are able to enjoy in that particular field. And while you do that, you may have your own criteria, you may have your own thought process to judge whether you are really growing, whether you are really happy, satisfied, fulfilled. So career, choosing a career, and before coming to choosing a career, I would say that it's a subjective, whether it's a good career or bad career. It depends on individuals values, principles. It depends on his thought process and its area of choice. So a good fit, a particular career or a area of interest for one person may not be the good fit for other, right? So, and as I said earlier, the way of looking at the process to grow the career could be the different for different people, coming with a different backgrounds, right? So now, talking about selection of a good career or a career of your choice, uh, I think it involves certain aspects for sure. I mean, since it's a significant decision making process in somebody's life, or in at certain stage, you need to make sure that uh, you need to choose a right path for you to grow. And there are certainly there are some aspects, certain factors that need to be addressed, that needs to be taken into account when you choose the career. For example, you need to do self-assessment for sure. When you say what self-assessment, I would say try and find out your passion, try and find out your say strengths, weaknesses, try and find out as to what makes you more happy, what is that you're more passionate about, and what is that you are willing to do even if you are not being paid, or even if you are not worried about the time. So find out as to what you are good at, what is that you are always happy about when you do something. That is number one. Number two is then do the research in the sense that try and find out as to what are those opportunities which are available in the market, which are available there outside, which match with your area of interest, with your passion. You may just would like to leverage certain tools available in the market, or you may just want to consult a consultant, or you just want to just talk to your parents, talk to your family members, talk to your friends, talk to experts, different experts in the industries, in different industries, and find out as to whether your uh, kind of your area of interest or your strengths, weaknesses, or passion does match with the career options you are trying to explore. That is another aspect. So coming to the next one is that then set goals. Setting goals, short term and long term goals, maybe that is another important aspect that really helps you to kind of find the purpose, find out that helps you to bring more clarity as to what exactly you want to achieve, not at the end of the career, but as a part of journey, as a part of your career path. And from that perspective, just try and find out, try setting up goals, short-term goals, long-term goals, try and bring clarity. That is one aspect. Coming to next is skills and educations. Whatever career that you would like to choose, are you carrying those skills? Do you have the necessary qualifications, or do you need any certifications? Have you do you need to undergo certain trainings? So find out as to which trainings or qualifications or certifications that are must for the career options you want to explore. Okay, that is one thing. Then the next is networking. Now, having kind of given a thought on these aspects, there are certain good for example opportunities that you should explore. For example, in getting connected with the industry experts, getting connected with the people who are already successful in the field you would like to explore your career in. So get connected with the people, talk to experts, industry experts. Just see that if you are able to have someone as a mentor, understand, learn from those people, try and look for say part-time job opportunities. If you are able to do that while you are doing your education, while you are graduating, or while you are trying to be a postgraduate, if you are able to find out the time, explore these opportunities to be a part of certain industries. That will help you to gain on the job training, or a flavor for industries. And of course, as I said that you know uh, few more aspects, for example work-life balance, financial aspects. While you want to choose your career based on the goals that you have thought of, for example, is it about a financial freedom, or it's only kind of say adding value, or kind of keep learning new things? What is that your motto? What is that your inspiration? So have all these aspects considered when you try and explore different options. Over to you, Sudeep.
Yeah. So when you are talking about the career goal, exactly the short-term goal and long-term goal, if you can briefly tell about those goal exactly, how someone can set his or her goal. So is there any kind of the process to set someone's goal and all? Because I don't know anything what I have to do in my career. But yeah, so if I have some goal exactly as you told, so I can move forward to achieve to that goal. So if you can tell me exactly how to set the goal, that will be really grateful for the audience, those who are listening to us.
Sure, sure. So, Sudeep, when a person normally talks about a career path or career journey, normally it's 30 to 32, 35 years of experience or 35 years of journey. And it starts with you being a very fresher. It starts with you being the new entrant in the market, in that particular industry. So if you have already thought of certain field, certain industry, certain a career. For example, if I would say, let's take an example of a say mechanical engineer, for example, and if that uh, you know if that person wants to explore or grow in the manufacturing industry, then having set the short-term goals, for example, initial I would say 3 to 5 years of time, uh, the focus on trying to learn. Of course, the learning is a process, that's a continuous process for sure, but making sure that you are able to gain that handful, that gain that enough experience, being more focused on learning or getting a flavor of an industry. try to learn the processes, try to learn the say for example the culture of a organization, or try to learn the leadership skills. So be focused more on learning than, I would say, growing. So growing, and then again, growing is of course to be thought of all the time for sure. But unless you learn, unless you grasp, unless you are skilled, growing process doesn't start. So make sure that you have gained enough knowledge, enough expertise, enough say experience during initial phase of your career. So that's about say 3 to 5 years of span of your initial career path. Then as a midterm careers goals, make sure that you start kind of contributing or adding value in terms of being part of say a certain assignments, being part of certain projects, taking more responsibilities, trying to demonstrate your say performance as an individual contributor, or trying to add value. So make sure that you grab those opportunities wherein you are able to kind of add value, kind of able to contribute. That will help you to kind of start emerging as a leader, start emerging as a good employee, or I would say start growing, right? So that could be another span, that could be another phase in your career. So start looking for those opportunities, growth opportunities, and then while you are doing that, make sure that you are able to identify the advancements as well, the kind of the say for example promotion opportunities, or say kind of grab senior positions or roles that will kind of not only help you to grow, but then start helping others. So a leader, true leader, or I would say a manager, is a person who's able to kind of not only grow, but keep adding, keep helping others, while he continues to grab more, growth opportunities, try to grab more senior positions. So set goals for short terms, for say 3 to 5 years of span, then say I would say 10 to 15 years of span, and then I would say 20 to 30 years of span. And while you do that, of course, the learning, continuous learning, and making sure that you are able to kind of grow exponentially, adding value to others, and then growth on a personal and professional front.
Okay, okay, got it. So, as you another thing point you mentioned for the journey exactly for this the career, find out the good career. So you talk about the networking. So how the networking here it will help exactly? If you bit elaborate on that part, it will be really helpful for the audience as
Sure, sure, Steve. So unlike before, there are ample opportunities for you to kind of get connected with the outside world. Now I would break into two phases. Till the time you are doing your schooling or graduation or post graduation, once you are done with your say education, and then you kind of try and choose a area of interest or a career path. Now during both these phases, as a part of the process to choose a right career, being connected with the right people in the right places or the right industry is very crucial. So if you, for example, if you want to say grow as a mechanical engineer, or in the field of say mechanical engineering, or say in the field of electrical engineer, or say in the field of say medical science, or say space, or any other industry, getting connected with the people in that industry helps you to understand or learn quickly. Now, a person with enough experience in that particular in that particular field will certainly help you avoid the certain mistakes, or he would certainly guide you, or he would certainly guide you or show you the path wherein you'll be able to kind of leverage his expertise and kind of be focused on the right things. Now second aspect is that making sure that you are connected to the people in different industries will always help you to be up to date. What is that happening in that particular industry? What kind of new technology is coming up? What kind of say technology or certain processes are getting kind of being made obsolete? So while you can understand these changes in the market in that particular industry, that always help you to kind of position yourselves, make sure that whatever you are learning based on or in line with what is that being demanded in the market. So these are a couple of aspects that I would say that are very useful for you to be a part of a certain network in your area field.
Correct. Correct. Another thing what I would want to point out here exactly. So as you all know that exactly the career journey, what we are choosing exactly, that path is not the always the smooth. There will be the lot of ups and downs. So I would ask Sanjay exactly in your career journey, have you faced those kind of the challenge exactly, because you have reached to the level exactly almost the more than 25 years in the industry. I believe the journey is not always the smooth. There is a lot of ups and downs, and people should not think that the choosing the career is very easy and that we can choose any kind of the career. Their life will be very smooth if I choose this particular career. So yeah, so if you can tell on that particular part, so that would be really helpful for them to understand exactly. So what are the challenges may come and how someone can overcome that challenges, what are the steps they need to follow so that they can overcome that things. If you can tell those things, that would be really helpful.
Sure. Sure, Sudeep. As you rightly said that forget about career. It's not about career, but whatever you do, whatever you want to do in your life, it's not the same the way you expect it. It's not the it's not easy, always easy the way you expect it. So even in my career as well, having worked for say I would say more than 25 years in the automobile in the automotive industry, I uh, encountered with certain big challenges for sure. For example, at the end of say first 10 years, I was still struggling to understand as to which function or as to which field that I am really kind of be able to do better. I was not knowing as to what are my strengths, what are my skills, uh, what exactly is being demanded, asked by my organization. So that was a very initial part of my phase where I was not able to think properly and then kind of make certain concrete decision. And sometimes I was kind of thinking to switch over to some other career path. So that was the first challenge that I would say that really kind of made me to made me nervous, upset for a certain phase in my life. Uh, but that is where I was able to kind of come up with a thought process. Then that made me realize that no, nothing doing. I mean, I should kind of now stand up, and I should try and understand. First thing is that acknowledge that what is that you are struggling for. That is the most important step in your career. So first thing, if I mean, write it down. What is exactly that you are kind of struggling for? As I said that in my case, I was not able to understand even at the end of the first 10 years that where do I want to go, which area that I would like to do, or grow. And that is where I decided to connect with a few industry experts. That is where I decided to kind of have a mentor in my life, and fortunately I was able to do that. The vice president of that industry, that organization, really helped me to lay down a process to understand my strengths, my weaknesses, my passion, my rep interest, and then align those things with certain other aspect in that company. That was the challenge that I faced at the beginning of my career. But then that made me to kind of at least to start, you know, start learning as to how you should deal with certain challenges. Going forward, I also had to struggle for, in terms of my growth. Now, it might happen that even on one side, you are trying putting in your best efforts and you're expecting certain growth opportunity as well. And it might happen that you are not able to find opportunities to grow. So you may think, you may get upset, you may get frustrated. I'm putting in my best efforts, I'm adding value, I'm contributing. However, still I'm struggling to grow. So again, you need to sit down, kind of, write down what is that not helping you to grow. Try to find out. For example, it may happen that a certain growth opportunity is asking for certain skills, certain competencies, and you are missing on those skills and competencies. You may be doing good. That is your thought process, but making sure that it is as to what is that required to grab those growth opportunities. Do I need to again go back to school? Do I need to learn more? Do I need to go for certain certifications which are more in demand in the market? And still I'm able to continue adding value or adding able to contribute. So that is another, I would say that that was another challenge that I faced, and the people working in different areas, they might also face. That is second, biggest challenge anyone face. Now coming to the third one, for example, the challenges wherever industry or wherever area you work in. I'm sure that not there is not a single industry or a field that you will not come across any challenge. You are bound to face new challenges. And please understand that if you are not facing any challenge, then you are on the right, sorry, you are on the wrong path. Then it is very clear that you are not in the right, say, I would say, at the right place. So make sure that you are able to kind of identify, or you're able to kind of identify and then deal with those challenges. So you may come across certain people management related issues, you may come across uh, certain management related issues, for example cost management, time management, skill management. So these are certain skills which you may face challenges while you are trying to work in a particular industry. So knowing in advance or that preparing better for these kind of challenges. If you are working for a certain role, if you are given certain roles and responsibilities, try and find out as to what is expected from you, and then make sure that you are kind of carrying those skills, competencies. If not, go back to your manager, go back to your boss, go back to your HR department or the people who are responsible for your growth in that particular industry. Request, demand for those trainings, necessary training skills, and then make sure that you kind of are you are planning to learn more about those skills and requirements. So friends, please understand that you are bound to face challenges, but at the same time being prepared more in advance is a key to success. Sudeep.
Correct. Absolutely correct. So yeah, so to the audience, those who are listening to us, how to choose the right career, what Sanjay so said exactly, it's the right thing. Career, it's not a, it's a journey exactly. Each and every moment you have to cherish, and there will be the lot of ups and downs. It will come, but you have to overcome those challenge, and you should move forward. You should not stop your things. And another thing, what he told exactly, so never stop learning. You should be a good learner throughout your life wherever you want to go. So that is the best part. And my last query to the Sanjay for this audience: what is the best message you want to give to the people, those who are really searching for a great career, and how they should move forward?
Sure. Sure, Sandeep. As I said, that career, or as it is said, it's not me saying this, but all of us know that career is a journey. So, any point in time, at any stage on that career path, if you think that you are not able to grow or you are not enjoying that journey, do not afraid, do not hesitate to explore some different path. You may struggle at the beginning, you may struggle to kind of position yourself in the new area, in the new field. But make sure that first thing is that you are able to choose a right career path, and that's a process. I just talked about that at the beginning itself. Despite this, if you still think that you are struggling, never ever hesitate to explore new areas. Make sure that you are able to spend good amount of time. You are able to connect with the right people who will guide you uh, through your career journey, and then help you kind of switch you to some different, career path. So it's a learning process. It's on one side, it's a growing process, but at the same time, it's a continuous learning process as well. So make sure that you are taking right decisions. While you do that, you are courageous enough, you are bold enough, and believe in your strengths, believe in your your strengths, your skills, and your competencies, and never hesitate to take a leap of on a faith of jump. I mean, have faith and have that leap.
Correct. Correct, Sanjay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So we are almost the end of this particular talk. So those who are listening to us, so if you have any query related to your career, you can reach out to me. I'll directly connect with the Sanjay. Sanjay can guide you in that particular aspects, how to choose the right career and all. He can guide you so that you can also get your best career, what you are looking for. And thank you, Sanjay, for accepting my invitation and coming to this particular talk show. And we are closing this particular talk show here itself.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
the support.
Thank you.
Thank you.